Hey everybody, Scott here, behind the camera. Scotty's Animals. What is a Buddha boy? When it comes to guinea pigs, if you are a subscriber to the LA Guinea Pig Rescue, or if you watch any of the live streams, then you might have heard the phrase Buddha boy when it comes to certain guinea pigs. What does that mean? What is a Buddha boy? Well, I don't know if the phrase has ever appeared before Saskia coined the term. Of course, Saskia is the director of the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. But what does she mean by a Buddha boy? Now, if you watch Saskia's videos, and if you're a subscriber of the LA Guinea Pig Rescue, and I certainly recommend that you do subscribe to the LA Guinea Pig Rescue, then you'll definitely have heard Saskia talk about the Buddha boys, and you probably will have even seen the Buddha boys. You'll have met the Buddha boys. Saskia's Buddha boys are Trisket and Casanova and La Bamba and Podrick and her new boy, Raul. Don't you do it. You can't flip it. Try to flip it. Try to flip it, Mike. This is, speaking of Saskia, Saskia designed this bowl to be anti-flip. And this is a new color. Gosh, I think it's called lilac maybe, or I don't remember. But this has a dark stained wood, and this is the brand new corner house, also designed by Saskia. So there's a number of really cool things that Saskia has designed for the volunteers at the rescue, and she's also made them available now to everybody through the website and through links on Amazon. So I'll put a link in the description to this house and this bowl and a couple of other things from the Piggy's Choice storefront. But let's get back to the subject. Hey, what are Buddha boys? Now, in Saskia's case, and maybe right here... Nate, why are you making so much noise? I'm trying to shoot a video. You too, Gary Bear. Are you thirsty? Okay, before we were rudely interrupted, we were talking about Buddha boys. And I mentioned Saskia's Buddha boys. These are boys that, despite the odds, all get along very well. So here we have Dice, and we've got Mike's butt in there, in the new house. There's Mikey. Hi, Mikey. And we have, of course, Papa, and this is Papa's son. Papa's also, his name is Popeye, but he's the Papa of Tommy. This is little Tommy Chong right here, enjoying some pellets from the food bowl. But let's talk about this for a second. Mike has been paired up with a number of piggies, and some of those piggies wanted to pick on him. And when I got Dice, the same thing. He was getting picked on. And, you know, for a long time, I've wanted Billy to have a buddy, and there have been times where he has had a buddy. But he was picking on, Billy was picking on Dice and Mike, and so it just seems that he likes to have his space by himself. But these boys are very happy living together. Now, why is Tommy in here? Well, Tommy is just in here because his brother Cheech was picking on him, and that's the reason why, actually, Popeye is in here, is because first Popeye was getting picked on by his son, and he had a split lip. And when I noticed that his lip was split, I thought, I'll bring him up here because I know that Mike and Dice are very docile, and there was no trouble. What are you doing, Tommy? You can't fit back there. You weirdo. Here you go. There you go. But now you're stuck, bud. So after Cheech went on a rampage, I brought Popeye up here to hang out with these boys, and they just got along so well that I just left him here. And now the same thing, Tommy was getting picked on. Tommy was basically being chased to the point where he was constantly having to hop up on the tunnel on the fiddlesticks. And so I thought, let's see how he does up here. Now, I don't know if this is going to be permanent. In fact, I think that Tommy and his papa would make a really sweet bonded pair. Oh, and he gives him kisses right when I say that. So maybe I'll try to find a home for Papa and Tommy. Even though... Don't chew on that, it's brand new. There, you can chew on that. Even though I'm getting pretty attached to them. They've been here for over a year anyways. You're teasing him with that piece of hay. Oh, you're the winner. So, I feel a Buddha boy is any piggy that can pretty much live with anyone. And that's certainly Mike and Dice. And it seems to be the case for Popeye and Tommy. Now, does that mean that there's never going to be any squabbles or disagreements or rumble strutting or whatever? No, especially if you don't have enough hideys. And I just took out the little hidey house that normally is right here just so I could shoot this video and get my camera in here. But what was that? If you have a corner house and you have a tunnel and you have another hidey, then that's so much space for these boys. But there can always be something that would trigger a fight, like maybe a water bottle with a long line. Having 4 boys in here, it would make sense to put another water bottle. And especially another food bowl. Because how many piggies can get to this food bowl? Maybe 2. So I just want you guys to realize that we're defying nature by putting multiple boys together. In the wild, now guinea pigs have been domesticated for hundreds, if not thousands of years, but in the wild, guinea pigs' relatives, they live in a herd with usually one male and a bunch of females. So the fact that you're getting multiple boys being able to live together is pretty rare. And Billy, he loves his neighbors, but when you put him with other piggies, after a while he starts to get annoyed, and he's relentless as far as the humping and the chasing, and people get sick of it. But I put Pipsqueak in here all the time for him. Speaking of which, Pippy, come here, Pippy. Let's see if I can do the one-handed, left-handed grab. Come on, Pippy, up. Up, up, there we go. Billy, look who's here. Pippy's here. We got all these extra bowls because I was in the middle of cleaning over here, straightening up. And I wanted to show you this brand new bowl. But you'll see that these are not Buddha boys. Because, and remember, Buddha boys are the exception to the rule. This is, hey! Hey! Now, these guys hang out a lot, and even though there's behavior like that, there's very rarely any actual fights, and you would never want to add a third to, say, a bonded pair unless you definitely knew their demeanor, their personalities. You know, if you had a bonded pair that was nice, you'd never just add a third for playtime or, God forbid, try to keep them together, because it's very unlikely, and it's not worth splitting up a bond that you already have. But in a controlled environment, letting these guys get to interact and get their feathers ruffled, and then I separate them. You know, Billy's an old man. He's almost 6 years old, and he doesn't really want to fight. So, Buddha boys, not Buddha boys. It's okay, it's just me. But of course, if you've got tooth chattering and chasing and craziness over here, that can affect the harmony that you have here. And if these guys hear chattering, that might get them upset. So I don't want to disturb the peace. So I'm going to separate these boys right now. Okay, boys, okay. Come on. Woo! Come on, Pippi. Ah. Okay, there you go. Your racetrack is in the wash. We're washing these ones right now. So, in a little bit, in an hour or two, you can hop over and you can run. Stop chewing. Look at his nails. They grow so quickly. This only represents like 2 or 3 weeks of clipping. So for those of you who say, clip your piggy's nails, I do. It's amazing that Pipsqueak's nails grow really fast. That means you're healthy. That means you're healthy. Okay. Stop. Stop. So these are the Buddha boys. These are my Buddha boys. And I thought that it would just be an interesting topic for a video to explain what we mean by Buddha boys, because there's probably a lot of you, and maybe there's some of you that English isn't your first language, although the word Buddha is not necessarily English, but here in America, we sometimes use the word Buddha to just mean a very Zen-like being. And that's what these piggies are. They are just the sweetest, most docile, passive piggies that you can find. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned a little something about my piggies. And definitely subscribe to the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. That's where I volunteer, and it's just always nonstop fun. So, what are the boys doing under there? So these are the 4 Buddha boys. And Billy. Billy, stop that! Well, if you were nice, if you could get along with them, but you're going to cause trouble. Sometimes I can actually pull Billy up and over and put him in here, but he just causes trouble. And with a full house like this, I don't want to risk it right now. Look at that fluffy butt. Tommy, you have a fluffy butt. Mike, are you okay with this? You getting upset? Yeah, have a drink of water. All right, well that's it. These are my Buddha boys, and that's my Billy Bear. See you next time, guys. You're causing trouble, Bill.